Oh my God, what?
And then, oh yeah, there's some, yeah.
Totally.
Haha.
Great.
Haha. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am so freaking glad that you have decided to click this video or
I'm just
click
regular
this song.
glad.
Huh?
I'm just regular glad.
You're not so freaking. Huh.
I'm glad. I'm super glad, actually.
How come Puerto Ricans always are like so in your face about their ethnicity, dude? What the fuck is up?
I literally don't even know what you're fucking talking about.
Dude, every one of them that I've ever met, and dude, I love them. My sister's Puerto Rican. She's like the exception to this. Every Puerto Rican I've ever met.
My sister's Puerto Rican, so yes, I have. I can just talk about. I can just talk about them all day long because my sister.
Listen, Al.
My sister.
Every single one of them that I've ever met, they got like the little fucking Puerto Rican flag on their
I think
rear view mirror.
You should
reel it in.
Reel it in and stop before you go a little too far.
They're just prideful people.
Ain't nothing wrong with being prideful in who you are and
listen.
your culture and all that junk, or not junk, all that stuff.
Junk.
In
Welcome
that
back.
Trunk, what you gonna do?
Welcome back
yes.
to The Crawl.
Mm.
This is a new episode for you.
And for us.
It's also
we don't know what's going to happen.
It's also a new episode for us. So there was a couple things that I was doing on my spare time, dude. And there's a couple things that reoccurring things that I do on my spare time, in my spare time, and besides my spare time.
And besides your spare time.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes it leaves me besides
Sometimes
myself.
it bleeds into your other time that's not spare.
Yeah, but that's the obsession.
You recently lost your job because of it at the mail factory.
Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, the post office, yeah.
No, the mail factory.
That was sad. That was sad what happened there. I was never, ever going to tell them about that. But since you did, it involved some shins.
Shins.
Not mine. They didn't belong to me. It involved some shins and a skin, I guess, disease, like just a chronic rash, but it was bad.
You got caught spreading skin diseases.
Not spreading them.
Well,
touching them, talking about them excessively. And I couldn't control myself. But I don't want to talk about that. All anyways, right. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Shaun.
What's I wanted to ask you something because I feel like personally, you're one of my best friends. I've known you for so fucking long, but I don't know much about you. You're very mysterious.
What do you mean?
You're a very mysterious guy, dude.
I'm not mysterious.
You are, dude. And you kind of you hold shit back is what I'm saying. Why are you so reserved?
Reserved? I don't think I'm too reserved.
Hey, why are you so fucking... You are, dude.
I mean, basically everything about me for the most part.
I know your middle name.
Yeah.
It's girly.
It's a little girly.
All right. Fair enough. But there is some things that I'm curious about because I don't know about you.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Hey,
ask.
Alex.
Hey, Shaun. What?
What's a guilty pleasure of yours?
Oh, a guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure.
Shit.
Like a deep-rooted desire that you love it.
Oh, deep-rooted desire?
No, guilty
pleasure. Guilty pleasure. I'd say my guilty pleasure right now, my most guiltiest of pleasures that I really don't want people to know and that I'm kind of embarrassed about is that I watch romantic reality TV.
Like what?
Like 90 Day Fiancé and fucking I've been watching Married at First Sight because it's on Hulu.
What is that about? Married at First Sight? What the
Dude,
it's fucked up
it's
premise.
It's weird as shit. They
sounds a little bonkers.
The bride and groom don't meet each other until they get married.
Do they see each other on online?
No,
profile?
they don't see each other at all. And it's dude, it's super cringy because sometimes they don't like the fucking person, but they I
feel like
but I've committed to this, and the experts put us together, so I'm gonna stick it out.
Okay, so
but I am viscerally unattracted to this person.
Hold on. Okay, so what? There's a template that you fill out. Okay, maybe
I don't
what
know.
is
It's
your
like
favorite
some long
color?
fucking process that they just
Magenta.
like skim over, kind of.
What is your
Well,
favorite
they don't really
color?
skim over it, but
Magenta.
magenta.
What sports did you grow up playing?
They like
No.
go to their houses and shit too, and like see how they live as people. It's
And
like
then experts.
and then like put it into
Who are
like
these
some
experts?
computer. I fucking don't. It's like random fucking doctor this or whatever. I forget.
And then they match these people based off of the condition of their housing
And like
of
who
their,
they are and
their,
like their
passions.
values and passions and all that shit. And like
But-
it's supposed to be the
but as-
perfect match. Well, for this is something I know. They say it's like science's perfect match or something. I know. I'm on your side with it.
What, that love cannot be depicted by science?
Yeah, I don't
There's
really.
certain
I don't think it's
things-
like
These fucking scientists, dude. I swear to God, Alex, they think they know everything. Okay,
They
If
do know
you
a lot.
could
They know a lot.
quantify- If you could scientifically,
That's a scientific word. Quantify.
Listen to me, okay, champ. If you could scientifically quantify human emotion, you would not be a scientist. Because scientists are nerds. They don't have social interaction, and they spend their time in labs.
Nerds are humans like you and me.
I know they are, Alex.
We're
and
kind
I'm
of
not some
nerdy in
kind of
ourselves,
monster.
dude.
I'm not some kind of monster. Listen to me, okay? I'm not some
They
kind
have
of
feelings.
monster. Scientists are subhuman scum. Okay? They are
Sci-
glorified.
scientists-
Hey, they
Scientists are on like the cutting edge of humanity. They're the ones progressing
are,
us.
what?
Intellectually, I guess.
A
Sort
sci-
of.
A scientist is a glorified modern day philosopher.
Dude, you love
There's
philosophers.
no okay, but listen, I love philosophers.
also-
hate scientists. Can't trust them,
They're not philosophers. They're not like
dude. It's all theory. It's hypothesis. Oh, analysis and analysis.
analysis.
Hypothesis. It's theory. It's theoretical. It's fucking existential. It's fucking metaphysic. It's not anything that's based in anything tangible. It's
I
ideas.
guess so, yeah.
Scientists are glorified modern day philosophers, and they're trash as people
But-
because
well-
they think they're so smart, and it makes me mad. Whenever I feel inadequate, okay, it turns into uncontrollable rage, and I have problems with that. You
You
understand?
gotta learn
Because I
to
don't.
calm yourself in those situations.
I do, and I've been practicing meditation, but I'm a little wrapped up.
You're wrapped
I'm
up.
a little wound up. I don't need to talk about scientists, okay? Because I know it's a trigger for me.
Yeah, I knew it was a trigger for you, and that's why it took me a while to say the word scientist.
I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't trust them. Beck, you're a sneaky little thing.
Sneaky.
Little mama, you're a sneaky little thing, dude. Because listen, senorita, sweet stuff. You have a way of diverting, right? We was talking about your guilty pleasure
And I
of
said-
watching romance
All right.
television.
Well, I told you that was my guilty pleasure. Now, are you going to tell me your guilty pleasure? Because I'm assuming that's why you asked me mine. To set up your guilty pleasure, your confession.
You're absolutely right, dude. I have a guilty pleasure, right? I do.
Yeah.
I have multiple, but this is the one I want to talk about. From time to time, when I'm alone, I could be sad. I could be happy. I could be feeling alone. I could be feeling colors. I could be feeling
That's
things,
crazy.
and very just susceptible to feeling. Right. And one way that I deal with these things and something that brings me real joy, I try to stuff my body, these limbs, dude, these trunk limbs, dude. They're so thick.
These
They're just big
trunk-like
boys.
limbs.
They're just big boys, dude. And I try to stuff them. I lay out every garment that I have ever owned, dude, that I own currently, not have ever, because I've grown out of some of them, stylistically and in size. Right? But I lay out everything I own, clothing, jackets, sweatshirts, and I'll stuff myself into all of them at once until I'm huge. I can't move any of my limbs. My extremities are just paralyzed, dude. And what I do,
sounds nearly impossible.
I could do it. Is this a challenge? We'll do it as a vlog. I'll put on
Dude.
everything I own.
Well, you'd have to get
I could do it.
whatever size shirt you wear.
I do
and then at a certain point, you're gonna have to put on triple XL.
No,
And then
because they're all
quadruple
stretched
XL.
out. See, I got a unique body.
Do you know how much
shape.
a 6XL T-shirt probably costs?
There's a lot of fabric.
Probably like $100 a shirt, dude. It costs to be a big boy.
It's true, dude. But listen, I got a unique body size, dude. A body shape that is malleable, right?
Malleable like clay.
So it's crazy because I can fit into all my clothes and they stretch.
suck
But then
in.
when I put them on, everything's tight. Still, I don't know how it happens. It seems redundant, but it's what I'm dealing with. I'll put all of my clothes on at once, or as many as I can fit, most of them, most of the time. I'll play MIA. You know her?
Mm-hmm.
Third World Democracy. I'll play MIA, Paper Planes, because I, too, fly
I
like paper.
I honestly don't know the song you're talking
get
about.
high like doves.
I like dubs.
Okay. I'll move around in slow motion. Sometimes I'll do a voice too.
You're getting awfully close to the back of my neck. Get out away from me, dude.
And I'll pretend I'm an astronaut. I'll pretend to be a knot.
A knot.
A naughty knot.
An astronaut.
But it's hard to move, and it's hard to move, and it's hard to think sometimes, right? So I just need to clear my mind.
It's hard to move.
It's a practice that, my therapist had suggested.
To wrap yourself in all of your clothing.
God damn,
Listen
you're right.
to some
You're so
MIA,
good.
and then
Yeah, dude, yeah.
just
she suggested it,
zone
dude. It
the
was
fuck out.
I was vibing. Something that you know a lot about. You got intimate with the vibe, dude. You've been intimate with the vibe, dude. So, yeah, I mean.
Against my will.
Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. Desire. Just a deep want, man. A deep want, but there's shame involved. Why do we shame each other? You're a human just like me.
Mm.
You got things, you got stuff, and you
all
got
got-
places,
We all got things. We all have fucking guilty pleasures.
I bet you somewhere in the world there's a man who is sexually attracted, and it's got to be a man, right? Because women have their heads screwed on straight. But I bet you somewhere in the world there's a man who is sexually attracted to cathedral-style architecture.
I honestly would not doubt it. It's
beautiful.
There's people that have
breathtaking.
married roller coasters.
Is there actually?
Yeah, I think actually it was a lady.
Shit.
I think a lady married a roller coaster.
Well, I can understand why.
What happens when that thing gets torn down?
That vibration.
How the
gets
fuck
torn
do you
down.
legally marry a fucking roller coaster?
Inanimate objects. That goes back to the inanimate objects conversation, And if it's one thing I trust is that, inanimate objects can offer as much or more love to a person than some bad people. There's such thing. There's such thing. Just last month was Domestic Abuse Month.
Domestic Abuse Month.
And that is just a topic that deserves a little spotlight because people are suffering, and there's not enough empathy and there's not enough trust in people to go to you and say, hey, this is what I have going on, because we're scared of being judged. That's why guilty pleasure, that judgment is toxic. And I believe that. We got to trust each other. We got to love each other, be more forgiving. But also, you can't forgive a man who's sexually attracted to architecture. Of course, it requires some judgment. What is a situation you believe that requires some judgment?
Requires some judgment.
Petrified organs?
That requires some judgment. I mean, I've been to the fucking human body exhibit thing at the Museum of Science one time. That shit required some fucking judgment. They literally have petrified organs and shit, and
You ever looked them up?
Wild.
You ever
What?
looked up various forms of it?
Forms of what?
I once saw a woman's colon.
What?
Yeah.
No, I've never
preserved.
looked it up.
A rectum?
I've never looked up petrified rectum. What the?
It's a wild ride, dude.
Dude, you are a fucking debaucherous, depraved, and wild, dude. I don't know.
It's a wild ride is all
I
I'll
don't
say. It's all what I will say.
What I will
Right.
say, what
Ooh. Ooh, you're getting the funk bones going, dude. You ever heard about a funk bone?
A funk bone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that different than your funny bone, or are they the same thing?
It's different.
Where's the funk bone?
Where's it located?
Yeah.
In anatomy?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's located somewhere.
In the depths.
Yeah. It's located right by that connector piece.
The connector piece. Oh, man. Oh, my connector piece.
Listen, today we're doing a crawl, right? That's why
we
we're
did
here.
a crawl.
That's what that says. We did it already. The crawl that we did today was intended for the topic of indulgence. And that's why I thought it was interesting to start with guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure is an indulgence.
You indulge in something that you feel either socially or culturally that you should feel a sense of shame.
You shouldn't. An indulgence.
That's what makes
I have
it
the
guilty.
definition of indulgence written down right here.
Let me get it then, Big Papa.
Well, actually, the definition that Google gave me for indulgence is the action or fact of indulging.
Wow, thanks.
But no,
that
to
helps.
Indulge is to allow oneself to enjoy the pleasure of something.
To allow oneself to enjoy the pleasure of something. Okay.
Well, I added something. It's the pleasure of, period. That's what all the fucking thing said. The pleasure of.
Well, you can't define something if you're going to leave it with an incomplete thought, first off. So there's flaws. Okay.
In Google's definition of it?
Yeah. Yeah, the coder's fucked up, or maybe, Oxford or Merriam-Webster, because,
I don't know, I don't know where they get their definition from, but it sounds all right to me. Allow oneself to enjoy the pleasure of.
I've been testing my limits, my boundaries physically.
How?
I've been
yes.
I've been testing my limits physically, dude. I've been taking these pills, dude. I found these pills.
Rhino 5000.
I've tried them. Have you tried those?
I've never tried them because I don't want to die of heart attack, lung failure.
I've tried them.
Because that's such a thing as
lung
failure.
I've tried them. I've tried them. My boy was at
never.
attention for about 72 hours, but I did feel...
Ooh, you're just under the 4... Oh, no, it's 4 hours, not 4 days.
It was a long time.
I thought it was a 4-day.
It wasn't constant, but if I had any fleeting thought, dude, that I got a grip on, it was game over, dude.
You couldn't leave the house.
Short of breath, lethargic, couldn't sleep, easily aroused. And that was before the pills. No, I've been taking testosterone pills, dude.
Ooh, that shit can fuck you up.
It has, dude. It's fucked me up big time, Alex. Something's going on, dude.
Oh, no, that's fucking serious. Like, for real.
I had been taking these things for about 6 months, dude, and I found out that they were hormone reversal pills, and now I'm ovulating. I don't know how to fix it. Some problems, there's no easy solution, dude, and it's tough, but I trust you, so I feel like I can come to you with issues that I'm going through.
Your breasts are growing a little bit. You're losing your
I'm ovulating, dude.
Chest hair.
I'm bleeding out of the hole.
I don't think you can actually ovulate just taking hormone pills because you don't have a uterus.
I think I was born with
ovaries.
I've always felt a little feminine.
I don't.
I think I was born with both, dude.
Born with both.
So now there's some strange phenomena going on, dude, and I don't have any control.
Remember when there was a rumor that Shakira
or Michelle.
What?
Oh, say, can you? There's some stuff going on with my body, dude, and I'm sorry if I'm hormonal, but, I'm on my cycle.
All right. Be mindful.
All right, please. And a foot rub once in a while wouldn't hurt. But you're not considerate. You're not considerate.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that for you.
You don't want to rub these hogs?
No.
Dude? All right, damn.
No. I don't even want to look at them.
So we were talking about indulgence, right? And we went to bakeries.
Bakeries.
We went to bakeries because I felt like that exemplified or personified muffins in my eyes. And
I indulged to the fullest I could there.
To the full extent.
I feel so fat right now.
I misinterpreted my ability to eat sweets at the level that I thought I could. I can put down food.
I overbought. I've got a couple shit things left over.
I got a couple shit things too.
You
ain't alone in that. I got half a shit sub, dude. I got a couple shit cookies, I got a fucking shit carrot cake,
great.
dude.
They're good. All that shit was fucking good.
All of it was good,
but
there's certain things I don't trust Asians with. One would be my health insurance. Two,
what?
I'm just saying some things, dude. Dang. Two would probably be any pet, and three is my baked goods.
Your baked goods.
And I love you. If you're from Laos, if you're Taiwanese, if you're any of the big three, that's cool with me. And I admire your, I admire your vigor and your conviction, right? And I respect you a lot. Culturally.
I mean, you could have just said that the bakery we went to in China. The bakery we went to in Chinatown wasn't that good. That's all you could have. You could have just been
wrong?
like that. You could have been like, yeah, we went to a bakery called Bao Bao in Chinatown,
which
was cool.
What I was getting at,
but it wasn't that good.
That along with baked goods, there's a few things that I would not trust an Asian person with that are mine. Pets, I'll double down. I said pets of any sort.
All right.
I don't care if I had a canary, dude, because a pecan. What?
Stop. Stop. Jesus. Oh, my God.
Is it too early to fly off the rails? But listen to me. One time and one time only. Indulgence is a sin. Gluttony is a sin. And you know what?
Gluttony's a sin. Indulging in something's not a sin, dude. What the
about
fuck?
If you're indulging in a beautiful sunset?
Why would that? How is that at all?
Because there's no humility.
At all sinful.
There's no humility.
There's no humility. What the?
Because listen, the good in life has to be earned. And if you're gluttonous with the good, you're using it.
Is that bad to be gluttonous with good shit?
You're using it all. Other people need
using
to enjoy
all this
it
good.
Too.
I need to transfer some of this good to you. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing all the sun. Sorry, guys.
I'm taking in too much of this fall weather. These leaves are changing.
Damn,
it's beautiful, dude. But I
can't enjoy it because it's all for you.
My amount intake is excessive. So bakeries, dude. Bakeries are, one of these things in life that it's easy to indulge in. It's easy to indulge. Like for me, I would say, maybe loving too soon, saying I love you after just a few hours. I just feel a deep connection with humans, right? And if she looks me in the eyes 2 or 3 times in passing, I'll follow her home.
What the fuck? Dude.
And I'll tell her just to say I love you, dude.
I just wanted to say I love you. That's only like very weird.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, I indulge often and early. I'm also into wax. Candle wax.
Candle wax.
I like to do things with it. I like to drip and dip.
Drip.
You ever have a waxy sack?
A waxy sack. I can tell you right now, honestly, that I've never ever had a waxy sack. My sack has never been waxy, dude. I don't subscribe to that. But
so we're just gonna sit here and judge my guilty pleasures.
No, dude.
I indulge in things.
I indulge in things too, like.
So some waxy sack once in a while ain't never killed nobody. I'm pretty sure. Maybe a couple of my I don't know. Of my semen. But I was never in the Navy. And I got no plans to. Okay, so I don't need all of them anyways.
I don't need all of them.
There's no way I could shoot out 1,000 kids. I could waste a couple, and I do. Frequent.
I got millions.
Mm-hmm. Early and often.
There's millions,
disposed,
right?
dude, because sometimes
Do you
you
have
just
like
gotta get
a
the
set
evil out
amount?
of
It's like,
semen.
yeah, it's like, it's all
Well,
used.
I have some
or is
stuff
it,
going on, so I'm
know
ovulating.
anymore.
It kind of offsets each other, so it's almost like my genitalia is neutral.
it's
Just neutral,
So-
dude. You know, there's just some conflicting reports. You know, you can't trust the source of my genitalia.
I don't get it, but all right. Shit, should we talk about some of the bakeries maybe?
Yeah, dude. I just get excited when I talk about sweets. I'm sorry if
sweets.
I'm a little disgusted.
Sugar
or, you know, it's the crawl, baby. You ain't got to be so.
Hey, it
Listen.
ain't nothing.
Listen, little baby. I'm here for you because I know you think the way I think, and you know you got people who make you
People,
feel
me.
ashamed.
Me.
And it ain't worth shit, dude. And you
I'm
know
here-
What? The only opinion that matters is the opinion of God, never a scientist.
I'm here to make Shaun feel ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
Unliked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to rile him up, which I don't think I do a good enough job.
You do. You get me going. It's wild to me that you don't think that you do enough to rile me up. That's all I'll say about that. You understand that the things that you do to rile me up, not only are they intentional, not only are they fucking hurtful.
It's fun to rile you up a little bit.
You know what?
It-
Rile me up. Okay.
I'm riling you up. I riled you up right now, but I guess doing
Alex, you got a strange way
See?
of doing things.
so. It worked.
You got
It
a
wasn't my
strange-
intention.
Hey, you got a strange way of doing things.
Strange. How?
Okay? You got. Let me tell you something. Okay.
All right. What
When it
do I
comes
do
to
that
a
is
certain
strange
thing-
to you?
When it comes to a certain thing, you do it unlike anybody I had ever seen do it.
All right. What is it? What? Go ahead. Lay it on me.
You're
Lay it on me.
You're,
What am
I
I?
just don't think that it's thorough. All right. I don't think it's thorough. You know, sometimes I don't think it's thorough. I don't think that it was
What isn't thorough about
particularly well thought out
what?
of a method.
And you do this. You do it different.
Much different and much better
What?
when you're ordering.
When
you're
I'm ordering
sweets.
ordering sweets.
When you're ordering sweets, dude, you clam up. I ain't never seen a man so clammy. It's like you're almost a mollusk.
I'm
borderline.
a mollusk.
Borderline, dude. Borderline, honestly.
Barnacle, more like.
and my only question to you is, why is it that you have so much palm sweat? My only question.
I don't know.
It's just, it's
I've been eating my
off-putting.
mother's spaghetti.
My arms are heavy.
My knees, they hurt.
Well,
They're weak.
what I will say is that do you think that there's such a thing as I feel like people indulge undeservingly, because indulgence it's not supposed
They
to
just
be
indulge to indulge.
almost it's like
It's like
they do it so often, and it's they easily excuse
Reward
piss poor
themselves.
behavior.
for
They easily excuse piss poor behavior, and it's under the guise of, "Oh, I'm just indulging. It's fine. Go ahead, do it." But you kind of have to earn it, and when you do indulge in something all the time, it takes away from it. It's supposed to be special.
takes away the magic or whatever you want to say, but it's not always bad to indulge a lot in something.
But there is such a thing, definitely, as indulging in something bad. Right?
Indulging in something bad.
And you forgive yourself for your piss poor
Action.
behavior and actions, exactly, by indulging in something to get your mind off of things, right? But you can also indulge in bad, negative things, like, public pissers,
Public
or-
pissers.
yeah, or people who have, stink breath and
Stink breath.
So they
You think
put the
that
mask
old
down.
man public pisser had stink breath?
the one in Boston.
The old man that just fucking
So what I
pulled
will
out
say,
his pud.
What?
Pud. I like that term.
He pulled out the pud. He pulled the pud out in the amidst daylight hours, dude. And there was a lot of people out.
A lot of people walking around the North End. There's some people playing basketball and people playing.
We're across from a basketball court, right, in the North End of Boston. The streets are about this wide. And it's just very heavily congested, dude. There's a lot of foot traffic going on. Children walking around, riding bikes. Bring, bring, bring. You know, there's adults walking around with shopping
I didn't see any children on bikes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Bring, bring, bring. And, there's an old man with the cane. He looked sweet enough, innocent enough,
He looked kind of fucking creepy.
He looked
and his
sweet
actions.
Dude, Alex, he looked like an older version of you. But anyways.
Oh, whoa.
Anyways, what he did was,
Damn,
just abhorrent, dude. It was abhorrent and it was unforgivable. The man.
It was unforgivable.
What that smell like.
Better not have no siblings.
In the words of a good friend of mine, what the man did was
pulled out his pud.
Pulled out the pud. He put the pud on the people, dude, and he had no business putting the pud on the people.
He had no business pulling out his pud
he pulled the pud out, and Dick was swinging in the breeze, and he just went ahead, leaned up against the gate of that basketball
wind
court.
Swept. His windswept fucking pubes. Pubes got pubes got beach hair. He does this often.
Dude, his dick is so tan. His dick is so tan because it's just exposed to that sunlight much more frequently than the average.
It's like one of those old leathery men on the beach, but just his dick. Just his pud.
Just his little baby.
Just his little baby
just
pud.
Little baby pud, dude.
He fucking. Dude,
it's the middle of the day. It's actually morning. It's like before noon.
It was like 10:30.
Already blasphemous enough, dude. You don't expose your pud in daylight hours.
He did the hip back. He pulled his hips back and it just.
He did one of these. He did one of these. Okay, so he pulled.
Don't get away from me, guy. Dude, the last episode was enough.
All right, dude. I'm just giving him some visual example. If you're watching on Spotify or Apple Podcasts right now, it'd be a great time to tune in to the Crawl Podcast on YouTube so you can see my pud.
Don't.
What he did was he unzipped. I think it might have already been unzipped.
He walks around like that. It's his normal. Can you stop? Dude, get away from me, my dog.
And press that pud out in the daylight wind.
But he was facing the opposite direction. He was facing
really
that way.
What was the most interesting
Turn
part?
around. Can you get your pud out of my face? I don't want.
Was the pud returned, dude? The pud retraction.
The pud retracted.
This was it. This was the move he did. Go on YouTube and see it if you're streaming.
We didn't record the man.
I'll do it one more time. Maybe
we didn't record the man pulling his pud out. Can you get your pud out of my face? God damn. Oh my God. Pitiful.
So he pulled that pud back, dude, in spectacular fashion. And if there's one thing I'll applaud him on is his pud retraction.
His retraction powers.
It was stylistically, it was a 10 out of 10, dude. I'll say. But it was gross. And that's something that people indulge in that maybe isn't good. It's not good for you.
Public pissing isn't an indulgence that is good for anyone.
But
have you ever been to New York City? The whole city smells like piss.
Have you ever been to Jersey? I've never smelled more BO in my life.
Jersey kind of smells like, what's the fucking, like, rotten eggs.
Oh, my God, dude.
All them fucking factories.
Old Spice needs to open up a factory over there, dude, and just start giving it to the people.
Just start pumping it out into the air.
That would be the work of God right there. That would be the work of fucking God right there, dude. All that pud swinging got me working up a sweat, bad boy.
You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to.
I need to be
swing.
transparent with our viewer base, with our crawl
Not that
family.
transparent.
If I want to show my pud to the
I don't
want
to see your pud. I'm going to have to bring
that
up with HR.
Then don't sign up to the OnlyFans at the Crawl Podcast.
This isn't OnlyFans. This is real life.
I have pictures of your belly button as you sleep. I have...
as you sleep.
I have Shawnee Mac pud pics for sale, and just for $11,
Shaun and Mac putt picks for sale, $11.95 for the month. You're running a Columbus Day special, 30% off.
But I ain't never been one to succumb to desire. Maybe a few times.
But you've never been one.
No, but I never.
But never. Only a few. Never though.
But what I will say, Alex, is that you definitely have a particular way of ordering, right? And at the first bakery is where I really noticed it.
Do I really have a weird way of ordering? I know. I kind of robot up in those situations because I'm super like.
But you're
it gets my anxiety going ordering.
And I'm a lot like that too, bro.
I think about exactly what
I couldn't go to Stop and Shop for years, bro.
I plan out exactly how I'm going to say everything before I get up to the thing, but it often doesn't go to plan, and it fucks me up. And I start stumbling.
Let me ask you this, and this is honest, right?
Yeah.
You know the mission statement of the podcast and why we do this, right? And they do too. If you've watched any of the previous episodes, so do you feel like that anxiety?
It's definitely going away.
Is it getting?
It's definitely not
helping.
Oh fuck yeah! It's definitely not as bad as it was before. Before we started doing shit like this, I would freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
But now I kind of go into it knowing it's gonna happen, but I go into a different mindset, more of
knowing that the anxiety is gonna happen.
Yeah, but I go into it all right, this is a challenge I have to tackle, rather than oh fuck, this is gonna happen to me. I think of it more as all right, this is something I gotta I don't know. I have a different mindset going into the situation.
I feel like I do too, and I definitely I don't want to jump the gun, and this thing is still so early, and there's still so far to go, in our individual journeys and our collective journey with the crawl. But I'll reiterate the fact that I am really humbled by the fact that you guys come and watch, and the people that are choosing to be a part of this thing. I'm thankful, and I'm grateful, and I'm just super optimistic because I think we have the potential here to grow as men.
As people, and become better than who we are.
Right. And I don't want to be pud swinging my whole life, dude. There's better stuff out here.
There's more in the world,
Alex,
to see than just
old man pud. I wish that that I could lighten up about my views on scientists, even, dude. And that's hard for me to admit.
Listen,
I want to be more.
One day you will. You already did some scientist stuff yourself. You looked up salamander facts. And
maybe it's growth.
It's growth. It's definitely growth. It's a process. It's
growth, dude. But this world has so much more to offer me than pud swinging, dude. And the bakeries, it was an indulgence. But I said all that to say this, that if you indulge, my grandmother used to always say something to me, and I never viewed it as particularly profound until I started really thinking about indulgence as a concept.
All right.
Because it's it's something you don't really think of often. She used to tell me, Shaun, you're a little fat boy. Your titties weigh much more than either of my legs combined. Your belly is really just too round.
It's astronomical in size.
Much too round, and I'm so worried about your health.
The sheer scale
your sleep apnea, it's almost like you don't breathe during the night more than you do.
You don't breathe during the night, but when you do, it's the loudest thing in the world.
The gasp for air are terrifying to me, and I'm too old.
And honestly, sometimes I wish that you would just stop breathing.
But she said all that. But she said all that to say you need to live with more moderation. Right. And I think indulgence, conceptually at least, in moderation is fair. And I think it is a great feeling to feel like you've earned the chance to reward yourself with something indulgent. That is not what happened today. I didn't earn shit, dude. And I was eating fucking...
I mean, dude for real.
Man, I'm sorry. I still ain't fucking learned. Listen, I was eating fucking... I had all types of Asian treats, delicacies, and sweets, dude. I don't even know what they were called, but they weren't that great, you know. And I'm being let down by the Asian community's cuisine, dude. Every call I've done that had Asian-inspired food, maybe I'm not going to the right place. If you guys know any good spots, real good spots, I am in the market for
definitely in the market
Asian
for some
women. Please, you know where to buy them. I'll even rent them.
You're food.
Asian women's food. I'll rent them. You know, I'll rent a plate if I need to throw it up. I'll
rent
regurgitate.
a plate.
But it was just so much sweets, dude. It was so much pastry, so much breading. There was just a whole lot of caramel.
Wait, where was the caramel? What do you mean?
God, it was so good, dude. That sticky bun.
Oh, that sticky. We're talking about the first place we went to.
That first place.
I got it right here. Hold on.
That first place we went to was Flower.
Stall. Yeah, it's called Flower.
No, dude, it's called.
I have it, dude. It's right here. Look.
It's called Flower Bakery and Cafe, and it's in Boston. It's I think it's either
Flower.
on Palm Ave or it's on fucking one of them, you know. But
1595 Washington Street.
It's on Washington. Okay. You know, I wasn't super blown away. It was one of these like modern chic, like a little bit pretentious and hipstery types of places.
And they're a chain, which I wanted to go to like strictly like mom and pop.
What'd you get?
100 years old. I got that pecan sticky bun. See, I get anxiety saying words like that. Pecan,
what?
Caramel,
you pecan
caramel.
Do it.
I like saying it like
cutie pie.
Cutie pie?
Watch your mouth, dude.
What?
God damn,
I like saying it like Charles Barkley. Caramel.
Can you do the rest of the podcast with that voice?
No, I'm not really good at with Charles Caramel. Yeah, I had a good. I can't really do a good Charles Barkley voice. Just certain words.
You got the caramel.
I got the
pecan
caramel sticky bun. I can't do it, but yeah, that shit was fucking bomb as fuck. And I also got, what did I get? Fucking raspberry bar, raspberry crumble bar. I don't know. It was good. But I didn't fuck with the place really. The coffee wasn't that good. I mean,
raspberry's the least of my favorite berry.
Dude, raspberry.
And I can say that with conviction.
I can confidently say that raspberry is like my favorite berry. So we're at odds here.
It's because you're misguided, and you know it's. Yeah.
Well,
you know you have a pliable ethic standard.
Raspberries are pretty good.
Nope.
They're good, dude.
Nope.
I used to eat raspberries all the time, right off the bush, at my friend's house. Just so happened the bush was right above the septic pipe,
and that's
but
why
they're great fertilizer.
I think that
great fertilizer.
I think that played a role in your decisions moving forward, because I know
made me into the man I am today.
There's multiple occasions where excrement is involved in your life, much more than the average man.
It's because I'm a plumber. It's my job.
No, that's besides. I wasn't talking about profession. I was talking about methodology. I was talking about cleanliness.
And I was methodology.
Talking about, just remnants, really.
Just remnants?
At the root of it, or really at the base of it.
What?
Is
you
remnants.
Don't think I wipe my ass? Is that what you're getting at?
What?
Remnants, cleanliness, shit. What do you that's what you sound like you're getting at.
Sounds like you got a guilty conscience, my friend, and you need Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, so just because it itchy ain't mean nothing.
So we went to Flower Bakery.
Yeah. We went to Flower Bakery.
Next place that we went to was
Bao Bao. That was the place you didn't like.
We have a vlog.
Oh, yeah.
Our production has just leveled the fuck up.
Vlog.
And if you are watching this now and did not previously see the vlog from last week, go watch it, because I don't really want to talk about every individual bakery like in depth at all. There's no
Honestly,
part of me.
There,
bakery is awesome.
it's
That
awesome.
little fat boy, the little fat boy.
Your little fat
that
boy.
lives in
You
my
want some
heart.
more? Want some more
Oh.
bakery food?
He lives in my heart, and here's a little fat boy. Oh my God, he jumps for joy. Anytime I'm standing in line at a bakery, there's somebody in me.
Sloughing it up. There's somebody. Oh, wow. It took me so fucking long to. There's somebody in me.
Yep. Anytime I'm in line, so I avoid him at all costs,
I
dude.
avoid lines.
But when I'm standing at line, and I'm being intruded upon, dude, I get excited.
Yeah.
Things happen, and I'm proud of some of them.
You ain't proud of some of them?
I ain't proud of some of the things that happen.
What?
It's like
How could you be not proud of thoughts that you have in your?
Well, I'll explain.
You're in the line at the bakery.
I'm in line at the bakery.
What?
It's like my endorphins, dopamine, and just overall, every chemical excitement factor in my brain is waging war on my willpower.
Telling you to buy everything.
Just get it all, Shaun. Fuck Nana.
I basically
She
just
don't
get
know
what
nothing.
I want
She
when I'm
don't.
there.
She don't really know nothing.
Even if I
Everything
just
in
want to taste it.
moderation.
Moderation.
What about if I
What is that?
moderate my way around this life in a respectable and decent way, and I just get everything. There's ways around things. Overindulge. Indulgence.
I like
is a strange
overindulging.
thing. The bakeries were cool.
They're
We
cool.
went to Bao Bao, which was the Asian-inspired one,
Yeah.
and that taught me a lot of things about trust and about developing into becoming maybe a better person and being less harsh with my outlooks on Asian culture and food choices and fashion choices and music and smells and I need to lighten up, right?
Lighten up.
Bao Bao taught me
Definitely
that.
need to lighten up.
I don't like matcha balls that are filled with cream. I don't know the cream, and I don't like it.
I didn't like those. They're a weird taste.
I like buns.
I don't know.
I like
Sticky buns. I like
son.
sticky buns.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. But yeah, we went to Bao Bao Bakery. Then we went
Bow, bitch, I'm busting at him.
to. Then we went to Modern Pastry, which was cool as fuck. Let's just breeze through these fucking things.
Modern pastry?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
That was the one across from Mike's.
Fuck Mike's.
Fuck yeah.
Let me tell you
Fuck
something.
Mike's.
Let me tell you fucking idiots something, okay?
Go to Modern.
If you are ever... Usually your girl is the one that's going to be like, oh, let's go to Mike's, blah, blah, blah. I love Mike's. But if you're, for whatever reason, some type of effeminate girl hand having...
What?
Sad boy.
Girl hand having. What the fuck does
Sad-
that even mean?
Sad boy, pop punk, cry yourself to sleep every day, but tell everybody how happy you are in person. If you're that type of guy, you love Mike's for some reason. Because maybe you like cannolis, and maybe you put your little dingaling, your little penis inside a cannoli once in a while just for fun, shits and giggles. If you're not that
Cannolis
type of person, if
are
you're not the
good.
person I just described, go over.
I like cannolis.
Of course you do. 'Cause
Cannolis are good. Mike's is good, honestly,
fuck
because
Mike's.
cannolis are good.
I'm taking a hard
But
stand.
but
I don't trust nobody.
I just
that
don't
eats
like
a
the
cannoli.
crowds, dude. It's fucking baloney. It's like they're good, but they're not the fucking
Listen, dude.
modern
All I'm
pastry
saying,
later.
right, is that if you like a cannoli, you're hard to trust. Fair enough?
I don't know.
In my
Do
experience,
you not trust me? I like cannolis, dude.
I trust you, but it's hard. If you ever are possessed to go to Mike's Pastry, right down the street, around
Across
the
the
corner,
just
is a
across
place
the
that is
street.
infinitely better. Infinitely better. If you're from Boston or ever visit Boston, go around the area. If you want a good bakery, a real good bakery, you're going to go
Where, Bova's?
No, not Bova's. You're gonna go
modern
over
pastry?
Modern pastry.
Yeah, it's like right across the street almost.
It's fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking good, dude. Go there. Go there. Try that food because it's really incredible. If you like baked goods, whatever,
It's
cool.
Fucking easy as fuck to overindulge in that place, dude. There's so much.
My God.
I couldn't help myself, really.
Indulgence, it's such a conflicting concept for me, dude, because there's been so much in my life personally, whether it was, whether it was drug addiction or, poor choices, decisions that were based and rooted in obsession. I kind of, those go one in one with indulgence in my eyes, because it's not something.
Well,
I don't know. It had me kind of in that train of thought. It had me like kind of reminiscing on some of my poorer decisions and times that I chose to indulge and completely go overboard with shit that I had no right doing in the first place. And now every time I do get a little guilty because it feels a little gross when I do something and I'm like, dude, indulgence is like, it's more than necessity. You might need the shit you're indulging on, but it's more than that. It's like, oh, I'm double dipping almost, like I'm, like that waxy sack thing, dude. Sometimes I'll double, I'll triple dip.
Triple dip, he gets 3 hard layers going.
Three
layers of wax.
And you want to know one thing? It becomes like topography at that point, dude, because there's just layers.
You sculpt it and like
there's layers to the boys, dude. They just become 2 hard marbles. Just 2 hard marbles in a bag, in a hard bag.
Look, it's Mount Rushmore.
The last place is a place that you mentioned is called Bova.
Bova. Ooh.
Bova. Bova.
Yeah, they're fucking good shit. Yeah, the rice balls.
Bova is a perfect. Honestly, Bova is I'm gonna say it, dude.
What?
Perfect bakery.
Perfect
Breads,
bakery.
Sweets. They have calzones. They got pizza.
Yeah,
they have fucking tarts. They have, what is that thing you got? That thin.
Florentine cookies.
Florentine cookies.
Those things are so fucking good.
They got cannolis, but
so you can't trust them.
You can't trust them, but you can. But it's hard.
You can, but it's hard.
Go to Bova's. If you're in Boston, you're looking for the best bakery in town, go to Bova's. Where's the address? I really want to shout these guys out.
Bova's?
That's the best place that I had today.
134 Salem Street, Boston, Mass. They're open 24 hours a day.
Bova's is open 24
that is that hours. Spot, dog.
And try the pepperoni rice ball. But make sure you get the marinara.
I might go back tonight. 24 hours a day?
Do you want to?
A late night Bova's trip for no reason.
Dude, let's go at 4 a.m. and see if that they still got those rice balls.
I doubt they would be warm.
They warm them up, sicko.
I doubt they'll be fresh. Do you think if they're open 24 hours, do you think they're just constantly baking? I don't know.
Speaking of
what?
It's a little debaucherous.
What? The way I said what?
No. Just a thought I'm having. Just a thought I'm having.
All right.
I like girls that are bad for me, dude.
Girls that are bad for you?
Yeah, real bad.
Real bad.
Real bad.
Like
dude.
what?
Like I like a girl that is like, just has so much going on in her life. What?
She believes she's a cat.
No, I've never come across that. That would be awesome. Do you know a girl like that?
No.
Hey, if you believe you're a cat.
I was just trying to think of some fucking weird shit.
No, man, it's more tragic.
What? All right.
I like stuff a little more heavy than that. It's like our trauma frequencies need to line up because I've been through some things and I felt some ways.
Whoa.
And I need a woman that's gonna. Maybe she's not as over it as I am.
Over what?
Just whatever.
Over it.
Just whatever. I like toxicity. I like shit that's bad for me because it's exciting.
It's exciting.
It's fun.
Toxic relationships, bring them on.
Do you? I'll be awesome, but you could just walk right on over me. And I can sense them out. You know those little things that beep, 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 beep when you're near radiation.
Oh, like a Geiger counter. Makes those weird noises.
What?
Geiger counter. That's what they're called. I don't even know exactly how to pronounce it, but
is it?
Geiger counter.
I don't think that's right.
Geiger counter. Gig, like gigs.
Okay.
I
don't know why you brought
Geiger
race
counter.
into it.
I think it's a Geiger counter.
I don't know why you'd bring race into it, dude. But
what the fuck are you talking about?
But it's like a Geiger counter.
Geiger counter.
It's like the sense I have when I see a girl that's going through something. It's like I want to help. And it's like my radiation levels are just off the wall, dude. It's like my heart. Once my heart gets involved with those levels, dude, it's like I grow another aorta. Maybe there's some warts developing on the surface. I got varicose veins right there on my heart, dude.
Oh, me too. On your heart?
Yeah, I'm just, I'm infected.
You're affected.
At that point, I'm infected. I ain't afraid to be vulnerable, and that's my biggest issue. I don't need to be the most aggro. I don't need to be the most toughest. But what I will do, and what I will say, is I love too soon and too often.
Too soon and too often.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pretty girl looks at you.
I can't remember the last time that I didn't fall in love, dude. Every day is at least 50 times.
50 times.
Every day.
Maybe 5 or 6.
For you?
Maybe 5 or 6.
I feel like you like a very normal type of girl. Like boring. Don't get offended. White girls. Just like pick of the litter type of just standard like. Standardized.
What's wrong with
like the MCAS? How it's standardized testing.
Standardized testing.
I think you like standardized Rebeccas.
Standardized Rebeccas.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. What you like?
I don't know. I guess so. Standardized Rebecca.
I would like them too. It's not what I sought out.
It's not what I sought out.
How the fuck did we get here?
I fucking know.
Here no more. I don't want to be at that spot. I got to catch myself, dude. I got to catch myself to live a life that's not overindulgent and a life that has the required humility to understand my limitations and to understand, whether or not I deserve to really treat myself. Like what have I done to earn that fourth sticky bun? I don't know. Probably not enough.
Not enough, but you're going to do it anyway. You're going to eat it anyway.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get better with, dude. It's like, why? Why do I feel the need to constantly validate maybe piss poor behavior, like, like the pud slinger, the pud slinging papi, if you will.
The pud slinging papi.
But I don't know, man. I just don't know. Indulgence, be careful with indulgence, right? Have fun. Have as much fucking fun as you can. But be careful with indulgence, because if you indulge too much, you get a body shaped like mine. Maybe you get some freckled past.
I think you can indulge as much as you want. Honestly, that's your life to live. Indulge as much as you want.
Even if it's bad? What about humility?
Who am I to say anything about somebody else's?
I'm just saying be wary.
Definitely be wary, but that's your life to live. You can be indulgent. You can be overindulgent if you want. I guess that's kind of the American way, being overindulgent anyway. Gluttonous, kind of.
Yeah, but that's the thin line. It's like indulgence versus gluttonous.
Indulgence.
I guess I don't disagree with it. It's like I'm not trying to impose don't do this, don't do that. I don't care what you do, to be honest. I care about what I do. And I don't even have control over what I do sometimes. So why would I impose some type of self-given or whatever, self-assigned control over you, what you do? I don't care, but just be conscious of it.
You can hit him with wisdom. I guess that's what you're doing, and
I think it's dangerous to indulge too much. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I've indulged in some terrible
in
things.
certain things, but
and some things I don't feel great about. It's like you never, in that moment, you're overwhelmed with like the reward factor. Like I was saying earlier, the serotonin, the dopamine. And I'm going to get real. This is the real deal. When you indulge in something, it sends an overwhelming amount of activity to those places in your brain that are the reward
joy
centers.
center. Yeah.
If you're constantly overloading that, they burn out. And they don't act the way they do. And that's why you see a lot of drug addicts come out of it with, the chemical dependency after post, it does something to their brain. And they're a little bit different. Maybe their moods or soldiers, where it's just overload, and you come out, you're kind of doled out. So just be wary and understand that there is beautiful parts, obviously, of life. There's great parts of life, but
moderation is definitely key.
Like my Nana said, and that's why I said earlier, it didn't seem particularly profound. At the time, she would say this to me. She would say, Shaun, you're fat, you got titties. Everything in moderation. Now, as I'm growing into a man with a little more days behind me.
You wish you listened to her.
Oh, I still have the chance to, and that's a beautiful part.
You definitely still have the chance.
It don't stop. Don't stop. You're never too old for a
never
spanking.
Too old. Yeah.
And you know what? I'll throw you over my knee right now, little mama.
What?
If that's
what did you say? I couldn't hear you. I'm a little deaf. Speak up.
If that's what you like.
What?
I suppose you got some for a boy. You got some real smoky eyes, dude. You got the eyes of Angelina.
Jolie. That's the only Angelina I know.
Yeah, dude. You do. Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You're both of them in one. I was born different too, dude, and now I'm ovulating out of a pud, dude. I don't understand completely what's going on in life, dude. I'm trying to figure it out. What are we at for time?
We're running at like an hour and 3.
What do you think, Pud Miser?
What?
What do you think?
You want to retract this pud and finish on up? Get out! Can you get your pud out of my face, please?
Guys, I fucking love you. I love you, and I'm glad that we're here.
I'm going to create some rules for this place.
There ain't no fucking rules. What I'll tell you is
I was born
to break a rule.
This is a pud-free studio.
Oh, God. Here we go, guys.
Can you not pull your pud out?
Are you prepared? Because we might have to go black screen right now. If the outro music ain't playing yet,
hey, before
I present the pud, do something every day that makes you feel
worthless. No. I don't know why that's where my brain went.
Do something every day that makes you feel like your life
feel like it's worth it, not worthless.
Every day you do something
that's
that
not
makes you
good.
Feel like your life is worth it.
Can you put the pud away? Get your pud out of my face. All right, thanks, guys. I'm going to get out of here before I get...
Love you. Love you.